I'm doing my presentation on how to throw straight punches. I'm passionate about boxing and martial arts, but I've only recently been doing boxing for about 2 years. It's good for fitness and stress relief, and I also think it's better to have this knowledge and not need it than need it and not have it. So that's what I'm going to talk about, how to throw straight punches. So first we'll talk about the physics of a straight punch. Why is this important? Well, if you're going to throw a punch, you want to deliver the most amount of power as you can. So when your fists are up, they're full of potential energy, and when they're moving, they're now changing into kinetic energy. So what does that mean? It means to make a strong, hard punch, we want to maximize our velocity. So how do we do that? A little bit of maths. Yes. So basically, the faster the velocity, the harder we can hit. So that means we have to extend our arm to its maximum length, and we move it very quickly. So if we can do that, we can hit it really hard. That's basically that. So, why no punches? So proper punching is more than just arm punching, which is also known as T-Rex fighting. There's no power in that. We also need to talk about form, weight transfer, and setup. Also footwork. And you want to also be guarding and protecting yourself. So these are all things you need to think about when you throw a punch. So we're going to talk about the evolution of a punch. A punch actually starts from the ground. It goes from your ankle, up your leg, through your thigh, into your hips, core, chest, shoulder, arm, and finally delivered out of your fist to the opponent's face. So basically, I guess power generation, it's one smooth motion you throw the punch. So the first punch we're going to talk about is a jab. Jab is just a common straight punch. It comes out from the front, off your face to the side. So it looks like this, and from this side, it looks like this. So you can do a double jab. You can also do a retreating jab. You can do low, high. The jab is a very resourceful punch. Wait, what does that even mean? A jab is a straight punch, like I said, thrown off of your face. A jab is an integral part of a fighter's defense as Ash off his face. I believe I can fly. So it's a straight punch thrown off of your face from your lead hand. Even when you're tired, you can keep throwing a jab to keep people back. So when the punch reaches its full extension, you still want to be sure that you're covered. So to do that, you bring your lead shoulder up and you cover this side of your jaw, and this hand is on this side of your face. So it looks like this, and it looks like this. Straight on, it looks like this. Why is that important? That keeps you from getting knocked out. Because when you get hit in the jaw, your neck turns, you close, the blood to your brain seals quickly, and you get knocked out like that. So the next punch is a cross. A cross is from your rear hand, and it looks like this. So from the side, it looks like this. And but not in this area. So a cross is a powerful straight punch, and you throw it with your rear hand, and it's no haymaker. So in the classic Western movies, you see these big swinging punches. Those punches are powerful, but they're not accurate. So what we want to do is throw a proper cross. But there's a problem with the cross because it leaves you a bit vulnerable. So you want to know when to throw it. What makes the cross powerful, though, is weight transfer. You know how we talked about the transfer of energy from your punch into the torso? It's also that rotation and moving it counterclockwise. So this is what gives it that power. This is also why boxers skip. So they develop their leg strength and endurance. So you can drive your punch. Also, when you're punching, one punch will set up another punch. So we get that power from shifting our weight from side to side. So you'll see there's lots of, it's all the hips. It's all the hips, lots of hands. But this basically allows our punches to flow into each other. So we're going to talk about our stance now. A good basic stance is a peekaboo stance. It's very defensive, but it allows you lots of mobility. You can see, you're covered. Your forearms can take punches all day long. It's not going to hurt because they're going to be wearing gloves. So it protects our face, protects our sides, and when we move, we can do it. So a peekaboo stance, one of the key things in a peekaboo stance is a relaxed stance, but keeping your guard up. But you don't want your guard to be out like this, because having your fist punched into your face, it hurts. Trust me. You want it tight on the face so you can hug back, and the hands will protect you. Just relax. So now we're going to talk about when do we jab? When's the appropriate time to jab? So a jab can be thrown often and will not compromise your defense. So if you want to know your range, like I know that I can strike about this far, and it takes you a while to understand what your range is. You can also use it to set up combos, like maybe you want to throw jab, cross, under. But it's basically like your bread and butter. So when do you throw a cross? A cross is a lot of energy, so you want to make sure, you want to be very confident that your cross will land. Because if you miss, you're going to be thrown off balance because you're going to be punching with intention. That's going to leave you wide open. So you really want to make sure you're going to land it. Even if you're just going to hit them in their guard, it's better than missing and like flying to the other side. So now we're going to talk about combos. A classic one is the 1-2 punch. What does that mean? It's a jab cross. So the jab cross looks like this. And the double jab cross is like this. And like that. So a jab when you're doing pad work is a 1, and a cross is a 2. So you'll see them going 1, 1, 1, 2, or maybe double jab, 2. And that's just to call the combos out. So how do I not get hit? Footwork. You have to be able to dance, and that's part of knowing your range. And slipping comes down, and it's just moving past the fist. Also, the bob and weave is just going under and around, and a parry is just hitting the fist away from you. You can also catch one and throw it back. So what are the tips that I would recommend? Don't forget to breathe like what I'm doing right now. When I first started boxing, I would hold my breath and do like this. That makes you tired very quickly. Also relax, because you're going to conserve your energy if you're relaxed, you're feeling loose, versus like really hard and yeah, I guess stiff my feet. Also, always grab your hands, because these are our lifeblood. If we can't work the keyboard, we're going to starve. Would you like to know more? Speak to me after class. Cool.